being joined by the guy that we were so proud to say, hey, we know that guy, the Grand Marshal from the St. Patrick's Day Parade on Friday, folks. Look at this.
Yay!
Look at that guy. Is that a stud or what? As the Grand Marshal of the parade that was on Friday, not on St. Patrick's Day. So, Greg Edwards, thanks for coming and joining us. We appreciate that. So you must have just been a rock star after your appearance in the parade.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
You know, and actually, I was really humbled that they asked me to be the Grand Marshal. My wife, a lot of people don't know this, my wife was the first queen of the parade back in 1983.
No way.
Really?
She was queen 83, 84, and 85.
Oh, how fun.
So it was a thrill for her as well.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Was this quite possibly one of the busiest weekends you've had as a gentleman who brings in quite a few events to our area?
Yeah, there's no doubt. You know, from all week long, you know, the prep that our team did at the CVB and the Iowa Events Center and the city and Polk County and just everybody. I mean, it literally took an army. I get a lot of the kudos for it, and you know, rightly so.
But hey, it was your idea.
It was my idea.
Yeah.
No, but it really was.
You know what was really the telltale is watching some of the other games, because there was like 3 different places you can watch a game at any given time.
Yeah.
And looking at the crowd that was in Des Moines, watching the games, and it was packed.
Yeah.
And they could scan up over the crowd, and you might find a seat or two. That was about it, empty. The other places, they had whole blocks of seats that were empty.
Yeah.
And I would never give them another event. I just bring them all here if we could.
Exactly. I would too.
How gratifying was that to you when you said, if you bring the event here, we'll fill it for you?
And that's what we did tell them. And you know, the problem is each section is assigned to that school.
Right.
So if Kentucky's playing the second game, that first game, all their fans, they kind of filter in towards the end of the first game. But for the most part, the seats were all full here. And we even tried to work out a system where we could have seat fillers like they do at the Oscars and things like that.
I almost called you because there was one game I was disappointed. I'm like, there's a whole section right where the camera is pointing. I was like, Greg, get some people down there right now, because I can see people doing that. But it filled in
eventually, you know.
Right.
But there just wasn't a way to work the system out, because you got to have a ticket to be in the arena, and we thought about bringing some kids in and using them for seat fillers, and it logistically we just couldn't get it worked out.
But in case people don't understand, how long of a process did this take to make this happen here in Des Moines?
Well, we found out, you know, less than a year and a half out that we were going to host 2016. And so immediately we formed our local organizing committee. We had reached out to Dan Houston, the CEO at Principal Financial. That was a tongueful. And he kind of led the charge as our honorary chair. Got the corporate community behind us. Did a wonderful job for us. And then the local organizing committee was made up of Iowa State University, the Iowa Events Center, our team primarily, and then we had committees. You know, we had the transportation committee, which was the police department, the sheriff's department, busing companies, DART, everybody involved on that. Hospitality committee, just boom, boom, boom.
Do we know what convinced them to say, you know what, let's give Des Moines a shot at this?
I think, you know, this was our 4th time to try, and I think they were very familiar with Des Moines. We did a wonderful job hosting 2013 National Wrestling Championships. We had hosted NCAA Track and Field Championships a couple years in a row. We hosted the women's regionals a couple different times. This December we hosted volleyball, and I think they said, you guys get it. You guys know what you're doing.
So when do we find out if we get the bid again?
We are in the process right now of putting our bid package together. But my guess is that our time frame will submit a bid probably late summer, and we'll find out probably late this year in December.
For the possibility of when?
2019, 20, or 21.
Okay. Now, a lot of people have been discussing the floor. First of all, whoever designed it this year did an impeccable job. I love being able to watch the TV screen and you knew where you were watching because of the colors and everything on it. A lot of people were saying that we purchased that floor. Other people say no, it gets shipped somewhere else. What is happening with that floor?
Well, actually, KCWI purchased that floor.
Oh, so it's ours.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people didn't realize that. The logos, they were really small in the corner of the court.
That's right. No, actually, the floor is owned by the NCAA. The NCAA buys those floors, they ship them in. Our team at the Iowa Event Center puts it all together, and now my understanding is they will sell the floor to schools who need new basketball floors. And of course they'll have to be required to take the decals off and all that.
Which is all that is, a big sticker.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, no, we didn't purchase it.
So the city did not purchase the NCAA floor.
No,
okay.
not at all.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
No, but a record-setting event.
I was going to say, do we know numbers yet? Do we know how many people,
we don't.
the money, anything like that?
We haven't compiled that. You know, prior to the start of the event, we estimated $3.1 million in economic impact. I'm sure we hit at least that, if not surpassed it. You know, the whole metro area was buzzing.
Right.
You know, and this was a community event, and everybody took pride in it. I don't care if you were from West Des Moines, Ankeny, Altoona, wherever. It was our event, you know, and there were people scattered all over too. It just wasn't. Downtown bars and restaurants did very well, but I think the other suburban locations did well as well.
Yeah.
They
were able to reap the rewards of having that many people in town.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you saw many sides of this event than when we saw as just viewers, but going and watching one of the games, like, you really couldn't tell that anything was different than just being a lot of people in the well. Like, you dealt with longer lines and things like that, but that's to be expected when you're packing that many people into an arena like that. But other than that, it seemed just business as usual.
Yeah, it was. You know, and again, the community came together. The event center received a few complaints on Thursday's games from concessions because the lines were so long and it was taking so long, and they readjusted for Saturday's game, and that ran very, very smooth. So. You know, when we did have a little bump in the road, man, we fixed it and moved right
away.
on.
What, 17,000 plus people?
Yeah, 17. The arena was set for 17.5. And, you know, different from a concert event or even a hockey game or something like that, people randomly will get up and go get a beer or a hot dog. Number one, they weren't selling beer.
Right.
But at this event, it was, you know, halftime, boom, everybody hits. And in between games, boom, everybody hits the concessions. And it's just one of those things, you know.
Well, I know you're not going to say anything but positive reaction, but what is your reaction after having an event like this in town?
Very, very proud, very positive. We've been seeing tweets, and Addison in our office is putting together all the different tweets that went out from sports people to a Sports Illustrated guy sent a tweet out Saturday night, and he said something like, well, now it's snowing in Des Moines, but what a great city and what a great host. They've just a tremendous amount of social media, and that's what really tells us, hey, Des Moines did a good job. A gentleman from Des Moines last night tweeted from Oklahoma City. He said, I'm in Oklahoma City, just happened to talk to an NCAA staff person, told him I was from Des Moines, and the staff person said, we heard that town had the best tournament ever.
Wow,
so,
that has to make you feel great.
Those kinds of things.
It's already spreading of great things that are happening.
You came on this program, Greg, when you first got the word that we're going to have the first and second round in Des Moines, and you were pretty excited, and we watched everything progress. We saw all the little changes that had to be made, and the city of Des Moines as a group pulled it off.
Yeah, we really did. It was just a wonderful, wonderful time to be in Des Moines, Iowa.
Now, wonderful things to look forward to. Solheim Cup coming up. I mean, we're not stopping here. We have more great things in our future.
Oh, yeah, we got a busy year. You know, Chris Conley at the Event Center, of course, has Garth Brooks the end of April. Sold out 6 shows. Another testament that, hey,
I heard
we're
he's
a
moving
cool
in
city.
somewhere around near the river somewhere, just because might as well just keep doing concerts. Why not? Might as well. It's a nonstop revenue source. So.
You know, and in June, we're going to have to bring on to your show the National Square Dancers are going to be in town.
Oh, no question about it.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
6,000 square dancers.
Wow.
That doesn't sound like fun. Nothing does.
That's right.
Wonderful.
Yeah, but a lot of great stuff yet to come. You know, June kicks off summer with the Principal Charity Classic, and you got World Pork Expo, you got the art show. I mean, the hits just keep on coming.
Well, you hit one out of the park. Greater Des Moines Convention and Visitors Bureau. Congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate your support.